Hey guys, System and this is ATM10 to the sky. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Let's go ahead and forward, get back into this base back. In between episodes, well, I was working on getting us some Unobtanium. You'll notice there's some here right at my feet. Go ahead and grab that now, I guess, because we don't need it for a platform for the video. I did make a vibranium pickaxe as well, and got that enchanted. Actually, I think I did that at the end of the last video. Maybe we'll worry about that after. But yeah, I've been using this here to get us the Unobtanium chunks very easily. So I've been doing that. I'll show you the way I've been doing it. This is the destruction gadgets from Building Gadgets 2. Just kind of set it to the max area. So when you have it in your inventory, you just kind of shift right click. Set the max range here. So it's 33 by 33 by 16. And then you just right click large areas and destroy them. And it'll just kind of dissolve it all, right? You don't get any blocks or anything. Just kind of erases them from existence. You can't destroy the few bead nests that it finds, right? So you notice there's like little blocks there. That's actually like the end stone bead nest. But outside of that, it'll get rid of everything. And every once in a while, you'll uncover some of this, right? So yeah, get yourself the Unobtanium very easily. So went ahead and did that. And to process this stuff too, I didn't need the smelter at all. I thought we were going to need to. Basically, you can hammer it or mine it like I do. Then you just ore hammer it and you double it up. There's no reason to use the smelter at all. So I was a little perplexed as to why it showed us to do that in the quest line, right? So chapter 2. Well, it didn't really show us to do that. It showed us to do the foundry. So I thought we kind of had to, but apparently we didn't need to. Another thing I did was go ahead and make a bunch of these here, these emerald apples, right? So these things are pretty cool. Tons of food. I'll be switching to these for food anyway, because they're just awesome. But you also get a bunch of buffs, right? So you get strength 1, regeneration 3, absorption 4, fire resistance 1, and resistance 2. And you can use them with the potion filters and actually pull those all off and just have them permanently, right? And you can eat these when you're full too, so you don't even have to wait. It's just like, they're just super good all around. But you have, we have resistance 2 now. We have strength. We have regeneration 3. The absorption, unfortunately, does not work. They capped it at a 4, so you can't put that into the pylon. And we had the other ones already. So yeah, just a good way of grabbing a whole bunch of buffs and just having them permanently and forever. So yeah, just easy. And like I said, that's going to be our new food there, because it's hard to top the, it's so cheap really for that much nourishment. Another thing I did was go ahead and upgrade all our gold upgrades to diamond upgrades. So super easy. We have no problem issues anymore. So I figured just go ahead and do them. They do a stack per operation now. This one is totally running out of material. We're not producing it fast enough. In time, we'll be able to fix that. But I have it for all this setup back here. I think a lot of these will be temporary as well. We'll get to more kind of simple setup later on. We just need a little more Certus to get that done. Then the other thing I did was over here, I started producing the ancient stone. So that's a soul lava. There's packed ice. And then we have the block generator. And I believe under there is all the modium, a block of it. There you go. And I actually produce that infinitely. With that, you're able to produce these here. The actual, I guess, duplicate the vibranium smithing templates very cheaply. So not too bad. Which means we have this now. We can make it no problem. So I just went ahead and made us a Unobtanium smithing template. And with that, we can actually upgrade our sword. I want to go ahead and do that real quick. Then show you what I did with the farm. I didn't do much with it. It's just really insane for experience right now. Go ahead and do that, and then this. There you go. Got ourselves our first Unobtanium weapon. That's pretty awesome. Just want to go ahead and drop off all our experience real quick. So let's do that. Then turn on our little setup here with the blazes. So we're going to go ahead and flick that lever. And this one down here. There you go. They'll be all shooting over here. And just show you how fast we can get experience, right? So I'll show you the sword here. This one is a 4 slot. So 4 socket, right? And it has, what's it have on it? Armor shred. Current HP damage is a really good one. The main thing is the experience. So the 4 experience gems. And then the ancient knowledge 2 on it. So that is kind of important. The gems you need are right here, the perfect splendor ones. But if I go in here now and start killing mobs with almost no experience, there you go, 130 levels. Just wait a couple seconds so it fills up again. 230, 250. It goes up really quick, it's kind of my point. I can get massive amounts of experience, which is good because well, when we get fully into apotheosis, you need like 220 levels to do rolls on certain equipment via one of the tables. So you need large amounts of experience, but you can see just how quick you can kind of get through experience. It's insane. You just within like 2 minutes, I get 1,000. And I could make it faster than this as well. I could make it a little faster. So we have the 1 buff giving us the experience. That is the, what is it, the one that's on the actual sword? That's the ancient knowledge 2. But you could also enchant this with knowledge of the ages. You wouldn't get your gems when you were killing them with that particular sword, but then it would turn all the drops into experience as well. So yeah, maybe I'll do that later on, but for right now, I mean, that's insane. We just got 750 levels in a couple seconds here. And the last thing I did was go ahead and add a filter to our chest here that feeds into the salvaging table in our mod farm, right? And it basically is set to leave behind anything that has 4 sockets, so I can come back and look at it and decide if I want to keep it, right? If it has the proper fixes and stuff that I want. That's how I got the base for this one here. So I started with the netherite and leveled it up through the levels, right? And this is the line here. I'll leave that down in the comments, so if you want to filter this way, you just filter by socket and get your good base, then work from that one and move up. Also, I got this here too, a crossbow, and this one has power 15 on it. So I think we could use that, but I think we have to use something like Pneumaticraft. If you guys know any other options to force that onto a weapon, I guess a bow, let me know, because I'm pretty sure Pneumaticraft can do it, and I don't know what else can, but I really want to do that. I got a couple of these actually, but they are pretty rare. I've got some good bows here too. Haven't set one up yet, but that is everything I did. So let's go ahead and get into some new progress now. So I'm going to hang around some blocks here to build with, and what we're going to be setting up here is a little pod to do flawless budding Certus quartz. So I want to go ahead and get that done, right? So down here, we'll have a block breaker just in the center. This one will be smaller, so it's just going to be like a 2x2. I guess a 3x3. But anyway, go ahead and pop that down there. Then I guess I'm going to need this as well and pop that there. That'll be kind of how that's configured. Then we'll have to power this as well. So let's go ahead and get this out of here. Go ahead and grab ourselves a point. I need a point here. We need this basically to make mega cells. Mega cells could be what this one's for. So let's go ahead and grab that. Mega cells are going to make me these here, infinity cells. So there's other infinity cells we get. One of them is lava. Take some Unobtanium. Then you have to make this, right? So it's a whole lot of steps. Problem is, it takes massive amounts of quartz. So it's tons, actually. If I show you here, actually, I can show the 256. 60,000 per, right? So pretty expensive, and I want to get those. So let's go ahead and do that. But we get ones like dirt, and we need that for the star anyway, so we should have it. And then we get some other stuff out of it as well. So anyway, let's do that. I think that'd be up one. Let's render that. Does that power everything? Good enough. Good. Turn the render off. That should handle that there. Then I guess all we need to do is actually throw these down. These are really easy to make too. Make them in the Endercrafter with the GRs, right? So GRs with some Certus quartz around them. Then you get your flawless budding Certus, which is fantastic. Go ahead and pump those down. So that should handle that. And I guess the last part of this would be the pickaxe, right? So same as before. I just threw fortune efficiency on it. And then I have the teleport upgrade on it, right? Yes, I do. You just need to bind that. So we'll do that over here. And we'll want to filter this as well. You need to make sure it doesn't try to turn that into blocks. And that should be pretty much it. I guess we just need to set the radius on this, right? So it'd be that, and that should be good. That should be good there. And then we want on allow list, but we want the other thing. Oh, it's this right here. I already pinned it. Cluster. And I think this is correct. So if I put that in there now and set that to allow, I need to speed it up, of course. There we go. Doesn't seem to grow quite as quick as the other ones. They're getting power, no problem, it seems. And it just seems like it doesn't grow as fast as the ones over here. These ones just go zoom, right? Either way, that's fine. I mean, we'll get tons of Certus, and in time I'll be able to make those mega cells, no problem, right? I should go see, how much are we actually getting? We are getting... yeah, that won't take long at all. I'm fine with that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Made some more of this glass, too, because I love it. I've learned to love this Crystallix glass. And just go ahead and pop that down there. Cool. And then probably light that up and set the light mode. The only beef I have with this mod is the hotkeys. So if you go to options, go to controls, go to keybinds, go to category, go to crystal. By default, they have it on like the worst buttons ever. And there's 5 buttons for it, so you don't really want to set up hotkeys. And every time I hit it, I have to hit another hotkey that I already have. Other than that, great mod. They just should have this all set up in a GUI. Make your life so much easier. Anyway, go ahead and light that up. There you go. Oh, I have why am I able to go through that? I thought that was ghost mode. I have ghost mode on. I need to turn ghost mode off. Yeah, see how janky this is? Every time I want to change it, I have to hit V, which opens up my terminal. Ghost mode all. Deny player. Allow player. Deny monster. Allow monster. Deny animal. Allow animal. Deny all. There you go. That's the one I want there. So yeah, just a little jank to use it, but at the same time, really cool. So the next thing we're going to do is set up a little setup here to get us infinite moss, right? So I have 4 moss blocks here, kind of surrounding this little block here. Then we'll have a bone block on the bottom. We're going to use the sidecraft extractor to get this, right? So pretty easy. So if you actually look at the recipe, you go to here, go to recipe on the moss block, go over to the extractor. You have to have a bone block underneath a stone block surrounded by moss and put the extractor on top. Now you get you infinite moss. Main reason I need that too is just for the sift down. So I get like lily pads for lily pads of fertility and stuff like that, right? But let's go ahead and do that there. And we just put the extractor there. And I think all we need now is a drawer. And I think that's effectively done, right? Here we go. Like I said, we go ahead and use this to sift down to get us. There were 2 things there I needed from it actually. I said use. Go to use on that. I'm going to go for the sifting. Here you go. We get our R saplings, as well as, I think with the flint mesh, you get lily pads. I think, yeah, but only the flint mesh for the lily pads. You get the R saplings with everything else, but that's that there. There's mineral saplings in here too. I guess that's at gold. No, it's at iron and onwards, I guess. So I'm going to make sure we get those 3 things. I need a bunch of lily pads. I need the R saplings. I already have a source berry, so we're good there. And then the mineral sapling. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Guess I just need to kind of get this hooked up to our system, and then we're pretty much good to go. Apparently this is an option too, so we go ahead and throw down a drawer, then throw a hopper botany pot, then throw in the lily pad, and then a bucket of water, and I think that's what it was, right? There's nothing to harvest it. Apparently that's going to produce lily pads. I have no idea though. It seems really odd to me. Go ahead and speed that up. Oh, it does. It shows it there. There you go. We got one. So we can just grow those infinitely as well. I doubt anything else comes out of that. It'd be really odd if we get like leaves or saplings or something. So I'll probably just lock that and connect to the system. Then I never have to think about that material again. We'll just always have it, right? There we go. That's good. And on a side note, apparently this is not whitelisted for the botany pots. So I thought that was a little strange. Probably has to be manually added by the ATM team. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So I'm able to craft up my first 256 mega storage quota. So I'm actually starting that process here. It takes a large amount of materials too. So 12,000 of the logics, 88,000 redstone, almost 8,000 glowstone. There's tons of materials, just lots and lots of stuff. But it's just doing it all in the background. It is going to take a little bit of time, but not really that big a deal. The main thing, I guess, is the circuits. If I had a parallel setup, I guess, for the circuits, which I may do at some point, 4 of them would be kind of optimal, I guess. I've seen people do entire walls. I think that's overkill. But 4 of these would be pretty much optimal for me. And that might be something to do. I should show you the other cells we're looking at too. So in the future, I want to get the dirt one. So that'll be one. First one's going to be lava, just so we don't have to have our lava set up anywhere. Then there's going to be, I believe, gravel. It's going to be sand. Then we'll have an endstone one, the netherrack one. Don't need clay. There was another one I wanted here for sure. Oh, soul sand. I wanted that one. And then, was there another one? There's blackstone as well, I believe. I might have gone past that one. Yeah, blackstone there. So there's quite a few I actually want. There's one for every dye too, but I wouldn't bother with that. The main ones I want are ones that are going to be used for our sifting setup, because it'll just make that setup much cleaner and much more optimal. But anyway, I'm going to let that go, and we'll come back to that. Next thing we're going to go ahead and set up here is going to be a plant gatherer from Industrial Forgoing. It's going to get a sludge that we need for one of the tiers of the upgrades from Industrial Forgoing. That's a tier 5, I guess. Yeah, the tier 5. So we need it for the tier 5s. And then later on we need biofuel, I think, for the tier 6. I think. You've got a use on this one. There you go. And we can make it with the material that will produce it, a little farm here, right? So that's kind of the idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw this down. Go ahead and grab our plant gatherer. We'll also be able to use this farm to grab source as well. So it kind of doubles for multiple uses. Anyway, that's good there. I have some fluid storage cells. I was going to move the liquids into this, I guess, the ether gas, because we need to feed this ether gas if we want it to auto plant. We just do this, go to ether gas, right, and pop it into here. I'll tell it to store it in the interface, and when it's hooked up, it'll feed it into here. As long as I go to ether, go to the bottom, and go to pull, I'll be able to pull that in there. Well, let's go ahead and hook this up to AE, I suppose. So I'll have, it doesn't really matter where this goes, to be honest. I want it to make sense, though. Let's do that. There you go. Go ahead and pop you there. I have this already bound to one downstairs, so I should be able to link that up. Go ahead and give this channels, and this should get ether gas. There you go, it's actually getting it, so that's cool. I don't think I need acceleration, anything. I should go ahead and throw an induction card. That'll make it so it can provide power as well, right? So we're good there. So that part's done. Then I'm going to surround this thing. I guess we go here and show the range too. Let's put the upgrades in. So that. I'm going to surround this thing with water as well. So I'm going to have to go ahead and dig this out. I'd use my pick, but my pick is way too quick for this. And source it with water, and then throw down our lily pads of fertility, which I haven't actually made yet. I think I set up the recipe though. Lily pad, that, make like 30, that should be good. I'll just kind of handle them. And that'll just make the growth ticks much quicker, right? There you go, got it pretty much all sourced up here. Just need to go ahead and get the last of the lily pads down. Apparently I'm one short. Let's go ahead and grab one more. Cool. I don't know what that quest we just got was. Oh, probably for grabbing a pebble. The update actually reset all the first quest lines kind of quest on it. So I guess that's the thing. I think we just go ahead and use a hoe too. So if I do this with this, it'll just do that. So if I just, yeah, I think we do this and right click. There you go. That'll work there. I made a bunch of the red fertilizer too. I actually did not make enough. Good. Go grab more. That is good. That'll speed it up a little bit more, right? So it's going to make it so it just has faster growth ticks yet again. Kind of speed everything up. I wish you could just right click, you know what I mean, vein mine and put this down, but you can't, sadly. Have to right click once every block, kind of get it done. Also, if anyone knows the particle name for the lily pads of fertility, please let me know. So what I'm talking about is here, options, video settings, go to particles. There you go. It's in here somewhere. I just don't know what it's. You can like disable pretty much every particle, right? I just want to get the lily pad of fertility one gone. I can't remember what it's under. If someone can remember that, let me know. Then I'll put it in the comments once someone lets me know. Anyway, that is good there. What we do now is grab our first crops. The first one will probably be like source berries. I'll do like a 3x3 of that. And I grab some of these too, the mage bloom. You can buy this from the market as well. So I'll have like a 3x3 of that as well. Then the other crop, I just need to kind of decide on something. Let's go ahead and grab some more source berries here. You can see it's being automatically farmed as well. No problem at all. As long as you have the ether gas, it'll replant. Otherwise, yeah, it breaks the crops. But the ether gas is what's making it actually replace the crops, or not break them, I should say. So that's good there. We should be also producing sludge. So we need to deal with the sludge here. I thought I'd probably just put it straight. Yeah, I could just put it straight into the bottom. So I should be able to do a output. Direction. Push. There you go. So that'll push that in there. It's probably stuck inside here right now, right? Because it has nowhere to go. But we'll deal with that in a second. I have drives here. And the last thing I need to do is decide what food or whatever material I'm going to use to make the biofuel. So the biofuel, we have some different options here. Yeah, we use a bunch of stuff. I could use just carrots or potatoes or melons or whatever. Yeah, probably just go with a basic crop on that one. Because I can't think of another crop we really need at this point. Just those ones from ours. And that's it. I guess what we should do, though, is go ahead and filter our cell. So the sludge is coming in. We'll go here. Go ahead and drop that there. Go ahead and grab, I guess, the sludge. Sweet. Grab that. Pop that into here. And that should start getting the sludge in it. And then we'll be able to use that for upgrades. I'll have to make another ME drive or the upgraded one. I forget how big the other ME drive is. How many slots does that one have? Is it 20? I think this one has 20. It doesn't tell you on it. I guess I could open this up and find out. 20 cells. Yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and make one of those. To deal with the crops, I guess I'll just do this. I'll just go ahead and throw 2 drawers on the side of them. Then if I add more crops, we're fine, you know what I mean? Then I'll add void upgrades as well, because I don't think we need tons of these items. I can just do that right there. Then I'd want to lock these, so let's go ahead and grab our locking keys. Go ahead and grab that there. We'll link that up, we'll lock it, link that one up, lock it. Then we're set up to do a bunch of crops if we need to. I can just go to the side of the machine, the output, and for right now, just push it that way. And those should all end up in there. There you go. That handles that. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I guess I just need some upgrades, maybe some void upgrades as well. So I'm just going ahead and making us a couple source gems here. So there's one there, there's one there. We'll be able to do this a little more automated later on, but for right now, I just need a couple of them. But you just pop them into these imbuement chambers with a little of the wood from ours. So I already went ahead and grew a couple of the trees there. That should be good. Also, here I threw in some upgrades. So I have the gold upgrade, then the void, and a puller upgrade. I had to add the puller. I wasn't pulling the items quick enough, but now it seems to be able to keep up no problem. The gold will make it so it's up to 8,000 per slot. And then the void upgrade for once we hit 8,000, it'll just void it off, right? I don't want this to keep going anyway because we're going to be using it for source. Let's go ahead and grab, what do we need there? We're going to need the this one. Agronomic source link. Yeah, we need one of those. There you go. And we're being attacked by a jerk. I'm going to go sleep real quick. So I've gone ahead and thrown down the agronomic source link, and then I have 2 source jars here. And as the plants grow, it feeds the agronomic, the source, and then it distributes it to the source jars here. So we have a way of producing source now, which is great, and it's infinite. And once we have the ability to pull it into AE2, we'll set that up as well. I just think we have to get to the crafting setup, right, with ours to be able to do that. But yeah, I'm just going to let this farm go non-stop. That's why I added the void upgrades there, because, well, I need it to produce source, and we'll just always be producing source. I'm going to go ahead and grab a tank of that, too. Go ahead and grab that. Maybe grab another one. I'll let this one fill up as well. Then I think we need to go ahead and do a ritual or 2. Oh, we should go ahead and grab our drive, our lava drive. So I think our drive is pretty much done here. I'm just going to filter this up for biofuel right now. Then we'll go ahead and do that, set up in a couple minutes here. Just making, oh, there you go. I'm just making the last of the blaze crystals. So the recipe requires this here. Block of blazing crystal, 3 times compact. I changed the recipe too. I'll actually show that real quick. So over here, I changed the recipe we're using. There's actually like bigger versions of all the recipes you could do, except for the nitro crystals, right? So this one here, you give it a blaze rod block, and then you get a block of blazing crystal, which you can break down to 9 crystals, right? So once you have the power, just go ahead and swap over to those recipes. I just need to swap over the other ones. But now we should have the infinity drive. So I'll go here, the infinity, grab the infinity cell. We officially have infinite lava, just like that. And that just means I can go ahead and head over here, and I guess, and start breaking this down, because we don't actually need this at all anymore. This is outlived its usefulness. Also, I just made a mess. So I've gone ahead and automated the biofuel. It was actually super easy. I just used an interface, and then I filtered in water and the carrots, right? So super easy there. Just tell it to pull the water from the bottom, then pull the carrots from the bottom as well. So it's pulling them in. Then the biofuel comes in, and I just send that out the bottom as well. So we could all do it all via the one side of the machine, right? Which is pretty cool. And then the induction card for the power. And that pretty much facilitates everything. Apparently, I don't know how. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing works with efficiency too. I don't care about it at all. I really don't care about the efficiency. But the more different varieties of, I guess, plants you have in there, stuff that it can actually break down, the more it'll produce. But we're still getting, like, area operation. Looks like a couple 100 millibuckets of biofuel. We don't need more than that. I just need enough for our upgrades, right? We only have one more thing we actually need for our upgrades, too. So if we go into here, the tier 8s. I forget which tier it was on. Well, I have to do nether stars, but that's easy. And then, oh yeah, I need these totems of undying. And the only way I can really see to get them is via evokers. So we need a village, and then we need to do a raid. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, I think I got everything I need here, right? So I got myself a mob swap, got myself a tablet of challenge. Then I have a couple of the tablet of Conjurer Island Village. Then the source jars, a ritual brazier. So I have this here. There you go. And then I think that's everything. A spawner as well, and a mob swab actually. I hopefully have a chicken around here, because I really don't want to do that ritual again. I think I put one into a... Yeah, I have one. We have it. I have it in one of those Pokeballs. What are they called there? Mob imprisonment tools. I did that earlier on. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a angel block and head this way. And then go ahead and just build an island out here. I'm going to build a little ways away. We don't need it kind of near our island at all whatsoever. Go ahead and grab the angel block. Go ahead and pop that down. Go ahead and grab ourselves the ritual. Boom. Go ahead and put a source jar down around it. I guess on top doesn't matter. I don't think it matters at all. Then we'll grab the Conjurer Island. Pop that inside. Then I think you just right click it. And that should start building. And we're going to get ourselves a island with villagers on it pretty quickly. I want to do this at night too, just so they'll go indoors. So I can start the raid sooner, because I don't want them getting killed during the raid. So it's going to build up the island for us, and then the island will be built. It'll just be amazing. And we can actually do it several times, I believe, and get more of the duders too, right? More villagers. I'm just going to do that as well. I think it just costs more source each time, right? There you go. Building up buildings. Seed beds. And some duders will spawn in here in a second too. I don't know where they spawn in at. Top of the trees. You get one of each tree too, don't you? Oh, you don't get all of them. You're missing one. Yeah, we get 2 villagers, I think, by default. Oh, no, I guess it's 3. Let's go ahead and do more. Like I said, you can put this on again, right? Go ahead and give it some more source. And then you just do this. I think you just get more villagers, right? So I guess him. And I probably have some more around here somewhere. I think you just get more villagers every time. We'll do it one more time, just to be sure. There you go. Go ahead and do that. Then I probably have to throw down a few beds too before I start the raid. Just so they don't do the thing. I didn't actually activate it. There you go. Yeah, you get some more guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab some beds. Quite frankly, I do not want you here. That's like the 3rd one that showed up. But anyway, I made it daytime. I locked them in so they can't get out. So that's the thing. Has some source here. I think this one takes source. I'm going to assume it does. So I just put some down either way. And let's see how it goes. Oh, I need to right click that. There you go. Should start shooting. Yeah, so a whole bunch of green lights up in the air. And then we should actually get a raid here. And on one of the waves, we should get a evoker. I grabbed a couple swabs just in case I right-click the wrong mob too. I really need to be careful too, not AoE kill the evoker as well. So, yeah, I think it's the 4th or 5th wave. Either way, I have to do all the base waves to get there. Not that it's going to be very hard at all with the sword. It's going to be kind of a simple task, right? Shouldn't be too bad at all. Where are you going to spawn in at? I figure they're all going to be one hits. So, anyway. Where you at? There you go. Yeah, this is going to be very, very easy. Nice. Oh, there he is. Go ahead and use it on him, hopefully. There we go. Did I get the right guy? Evoker. Sweet. Go ahead and get rid of the rest of these guys. And this should be the last wave here, right? Oh, I guess I could have got another one there, but it doesn't really matter. Only need the one spawner. Now we got ourselves a Iron Golem now as well. And, yeah, that should be, victory right there. There you go. We did it. Last thing we need to do to be able to make the spawner here is go ahead and head over here. We've got 700 millibuckets. There's a bucket. Grab that. Go ahead and go to this. Go to use on it. I guess go into here, I guess. And then go to use on it. There you go. Grab ourselves a GM chicken feed. That is great. And it's set to the DNA of an evoker. We need to go ahead and grab our mob imprisonment tool. This right here with a chicken in it. Go ahead and pump that down. Use that on it. Going to explode. There we go. Now we have ourselves an evoker spawning, right? So that's cool. Go ahead and grab a spawner here. I'll get this all upgraded stuff. Actually, I think I put it in my backpack. Yeah, there you go. Got a blaze spawner and a comparator ready to go. Go ahead and put that down. Use that so he can't spawn right away. Then use that on it, and now we have evoker, just like that. Evoker spawner. And I guess all we really need is a silk touch pickaxe, and then we go ahead and move this, no problem. See, I'll get this in the mob farm, get it upgraded, and at that point, we'll be good on totems as well, and be able to do all of the upgrades up to the top tier, so up to level 8. Got the evokers on the farm, just voiding off the ominous banners, because we don't really need those. Already got 2,000 of the totems, they're going up super fast. The emeralds are going up super fast here as well. I just have the blaze and the evokers on right now. But yeah, it's definitely getting the stuff and things. I don't know what other drops we might get. Every once in a while, too, you get an armor that won't go through the filter. And I have no idea what's with this other than it's enchanted. Maybe it's because it's enchanted, now that I probably just answered my own question. But it won't go through the filter. So, yeah, I thought that was a little weird. I mean, I can deal with that, but I just thought it was strange that it would just not go through a very plain netherite armor filter is the way I have kind of set up there now. It's really odd. But anyway, we're getting tons of them. I have them pretty much maxed out, too. So I up the entities up to 32, the spawn count to 16. Ignore light, all that jazz. No AI, silent, all the good stuff. And now we're getting tons of them, which is awesome. So yeah, that's going to handle pretty much everything we need for the upgrades. And we made some pretty good progression today. We're going ahead and throw some sugarcane into our farm too, because I realized we weren't getting any sugarcane. It's something we should definitely have in bulk, right? So I'll actually get that pretty quickly, which is not too bad. Over here too, I did a little temporary setup. I'm going to move this. I was just seeing if it would let me put the obsidian in the water through the same importer on the side here. I had to make some crying obsidian. So I'm putting water in here. I don't know why I did that. Hopefully that didn't mess up anything. It did not. But I'm pumping water in here with the mycelium around it, right? So it's producing witch water. Then you put an obsidian in. You get a crying obsidian. I'm just pulling that out with a polar upgrade here as well. That's the link to the system. But that was another component we're missing for our upgrades. And we're still missing one more. I can actually technically make the tier 7s. But I didn't realize... Well, I guess I misunderstood what I was doing. The dragon head. I need dragon heads for the recipe. But I can't get dragon heads yet. The dragon head I have is actually making dragon's breath. To get the dragon's head, we actually are going to need the seed from Mystical. So the dragon seed. I think this is the only method I saw to actually get them, right? So it'd be that. Then whatever this produces, the essence. Yep. And right there. So it'd be that recipe there. Or I guess probably the bees as well. But anyway. Yeah, it's not even on the prediction. I checked on the prediction. You just get this and this, right? So not an option at all. Looks like the easiest option at this point would be to get into mystical agriculture and get that done. So probably get that done tomorrow. But we get the rest of it done, which is not too bad. And we got our avidity cells. Let's check out our Certus kind of supply too. So with that setup we set up today, we already made 140,000 Certus. So this thing is kind of churning out Certus like a madman. Not bad at all. And make it so I'll actually be able to get all my avidity cells in no time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here though. So as always, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.